Hey guys, I'm Zach Trevino here at Storm headquarters, and I'm going to tell you why your ball doesn't hook anymore. People feel like they've got equipment that has a lifespan on it, and they've got bowling balls that roll really well right out of the box, maybe even the first season, league season, and then over time, it's like everything, the performance just fades. Keep in mind, every time that the ball goes down the lane, every time it goes in the channel, come on guys, it happens, every time that it goes through those pin setters, it's gonna get dinged up. And we're not talking just oil absorption. That's a big topic right now in the bowling world, but dirt, grime, minute scratches, some lane dings, it's gonna get dinged up. And that's okay, that's to be expected. It's an object that's getting hurled down at some pins, colliding with some machinery. It's gonna get beat up. But it's important to maintain that. So today, we're gonna do a little testing. We're gonna use Specto, we're gonna show some data. We're gonna throw both the Codex, a solid, R2S solid cover, as well as the Sonic, which is R2S Pearl. We're gonna throw them brand new, out of the box. We're gonna show you some results, and then we're gonna simulate a heavy use league season. So we're gonna throw a bunch of shots, we're gonna get them a little dinged up, we're gonna get them nice and grimy, and then we're gonna compare the results. So you can see side by side exactly what happens if you neglect the surface of those bowling balls. All right, so just got done. It's been a few weeks and a lot of bowling, so simulated a league season here, got well over 100 games of play on each ball, so both the Sonic and the Codex. The results were really, really drastic when not cleaning or surfacing the balls. So it didn't take any kind of reactor clean, reactor foam, no Abralon pads, no polish. It was just pure bowling, and the balls got dinged up. They're definitely a little gruff. And the result and the reaction on the lane was very, very drastic in its difference. So let's take a look on Specto and see exactly what all of that use really did to the cover. All right, so here we're looking at the Sonic, which is R2S Pearl. Now, we sampled a lot of shots when gathering this data. It was an average of 6 shots per ball. However, I took the 2 that were the most similar in terms of launch details and launch numbers to really show the biggest difference in reaction. So if we take a look here, you can see that they were launched within half a board set down, so very, very similar. Launch angle was within 0.2 of a degree, so still very minute. But how far that ball actually got down the lane before it got to the roll phase and even the hook phase was drastic. And you can see it just didn't have the traction. This was on the same exact oil pattern. It was on Kegel beaten path, fresh conditions both times. So with these parameters kept constant, really the biggest difference was that surface and was the cover of the ball. And you can see this is a huge difference. This is a difference between a strike and a washout, which is substantial, a very, very big difference. And again, this was after about 100 games, no cleaning, no resurfacing, and that ball definitely is due for some maintenance at your pro shop. All right, so now we're looking at Codex, which is R2S solid. Obviously a big difference in surface prep as well, so Codex comes much more dull than the 1500 grit polish that's on the Sonic. Also a lot stronger weight block, which correlated to a little bit of what we saw here. Now, so there was definitely a drop in reaction, and you can see this a drastic increase in length. The ball didn't pick up near as soon, again, like what we saw with Sonic. Still recovered a little bit better. There was a big difference in the shape down lane but the ball still got a little closer to the head pin. This really hit the 3-pin, on the left side. It was a light hit. This was like a 2-pin or a bucket shot. Not quite as drastic as a Sonic, just because there's a little bit more engine, little stronger weight block with the Rad 4 that's on the inside of the Code Series balls. But still, this is a drastic difference. This is something that you're going to have to account for. Yeah, if you don't clean that ball after a league season, or even just regularly, you're going to be standing 3, 4, 5 boards farther to the right and having to go so much straighter. You're losing that power. You're losing that entry angle. So it's just vital that you maintain these covers. We can't preach it enough, because without any kind of doctoring or anything like that, this is really what you're looking at. And you compile this over maybe a couple years. Say you've got a virtual gravity or a sink, maybe an invasion, something like that. This is just going to magnify over time. So it's important, really important, that you take a look at your equipment. Head into your Storm VIP Pro shops, talk about having some surface done, resurfacing, take a look at React to Scuff, React to Clean, Foam, Shine, all the products that we have there in the store as well as on the website, and really get your stuff taken care of, because it makes a huge difference.